You are currently looking at two Aaron Freemans. How do you science that? Aha, beloved sibling. It is I, Aaron Freeman, not a scientist, but a sciency optimist. Today thinking about Arthur Eddington. Arthur Eddington was a physicist and contemporary of Albert Einstein, who wrote one of the seminal essays about the contradiction between our ordinary world and the world of physics. You are looking at both right now. Ordinary Aaron is solid. Oh, gee. Solid. Good muscle tone, mass, bone, blood, skin. Ordinary Aaron is made of stuff. But the Aaron of physics is a cloud, man. More than 99% empty space. I say that in a kind of woo-woo voice because it is just so freaking strange. But of course, anyone who has spent any time studying physics understands the realities of the distance between protons and electrons, which is on a subatomic scale huge! I've been thinking about the difference between ordinary reality and the myriad ways reality can be perceived by humans and others because I've just finished listening to, and I'm sure it's fine if you check out the Dead Tree version, Michael Pollan's wonderful new book, How to Change Your Mind, which is his love song to psychedelic drugs, with which I have some profound experience. Back when I was a high schooler at St. Michael's Central High, I took LSD, and then and other times too, perhaps even substantially more recently. But back in high school, what I experienced that I've never forgotten and changed my life was synesthesia. I heard colors, I smelled textures, I saw sounds. It was a completely different way to perceive the world I was in. And I also saw people as clouds. I saw the edges of the human forms and that they were just tough little clouds that were clumped together out of the surrounding molecules. Weird, but true. And there are, of course, lots and lots and lots of ways to view the world, lots of ways to perceive reality. When I try to imagine what it must be like for an octopus, a cephalopod, whose brain is distributed throughout 8 legs, and each leg has its own sensory inputs and makes its own individual, independent decisions. What is up with that? Or common honeybees, for whom the leaf of a plant can tell electromagnetic tales about which bees have been there before and whether or not it is worth spending time trying to collect nectar therefrom. Michael Pollan's book, which I'm curious as to whether or not you've read yet. If you've not read it, I encourage you to do so because it is a wonderful reminder of one of my favorite scientific truisms. The universe is not only queerer than we know, but queerer than we can know. Thank you realistically and metaphysically much for watching all the way to the end, beloved sibling. I post new, sciencey, optimistic videos every Monday through Friday. If you enjoyed this one, please like Excitable Ape on Facebook, then cruise on over to YouTube and subscribe to Science Today and click that little bell so that you can get a reminder for all the sciencey optimism. I am Aaron Freeman, not a scientist, but a sciencey optimist, hoping that you have a genuinely, truly, empirically based fun time as you continue to science the day.